Hello to everybody from Tibetan Bead and Wool Shop, and today I don't have my camera guy, I have camera boy, so anything we like wavy hands, everything is down to him. But anyway, this video I would like to show you a little technique which scares quite a few customers, and when we start to talk about blocking, it's immediately, oh no, oh my god. What is blocking? It's something very simple which you do only when you need it. And what it is, it's finishing your knitting, and it's something like this shawl which I just nearly finished, right? And here you can see how the edges kind of naturally try to roll, and all days, or if you wouldn't block, you would have a need, or you would feel that, oh, I want to iron it or do something like that, drastic like that. If you iron your shawl, of course you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend. The first thing is, because it's quite a large object, it's quite difficult to keep the shape on your ironing board. The other thing is, it has the ironing or gentle steaming still has a tendency to flatten all your knitting, so you lose the nice textures. But what I will show you in the first part is how you start blocking. And what it is, blocking is basically dampening or washing your finished garment and then pinning it down to the shape on the base of, let's say, these ones, which are called lace blocking mats, even though it's not lace, but you can use anything. You can pin it down to your spare bed. You can pin it down, put towels down and pin it down to your carpet in a spare bedroom or wherever people don't walk. And what you use for pinning down is a little pins like that, or I will be using them, and I hope I will have enough mats to actually cover the size of the shawl. And before the blocking, what you need to do, you need to wash your garment, or you can of course use just a water spray to dampen it. And here in this bowl I have prepared water, which is nearly cool, but it's like, let's say, room temperature. And of course I've been distracted, I do not have my little liquid, and I'm using washing liquid from Echelon. I love this one because you only need like a teaspoon or just a dribble really to refresh your garment, and you don't need to do any rinsing. So basically there is my washing up bowl, there goes a little bit of, I think that's enough, because we really don't need to wash as such, because we just need to refresh the knitting. And now I take my shawl, which is still kind of, you can see how it's rolling up, and I will put it in there for 10-15 minutes to soak. And when you soak your garments, make sure that the liquid goes into the yarn, so squash it gently, so it kind of all, you will see when the water kind of absorbs into your knitting. Don't wriggle or do anything else drastic, just a gentle squeeze and job done. And if I would be at home with this, I would possibly, after taking it out, I would put in my washing machine in the protective bag. That is the very important, in protective bag, on a gentle spin cycle, just to get the maximum of the water out. But as we don't have that facility here, I will be using just my hands, and see you all in a minute for second part. And here we are for the second part. So this bowl with the shawl has been kind of waiting for me for like, I would say 15 minutes, 20 minutes while I had my cup of coffee. And what I'm trying to do is now just squash the maximum of the liquid out. And as you can see, I'm not twisting or doing anything, I'm just gently squashing. And like I said to you before, at home I would be tempted, and I possibly would put it in a protective bag in a spin in the washing machine on the lowest cycle. But here I think I will need to get away with just using a towel, and all I'm trying to do in a towel is just lay it down nicely, roughly nicely, and just I know some of you will say, oh, you need to do it much tidier. Yes, I do, and you can do a better job than me, but I'm trying to do it quickly so I don't bore you to tears with just squashing out water. And all I'm doing is pushing it gently so the water is absorbed in the towel. Get rid of the bowl, and underneath here you can see I have already laid out my little mats, which work like, you know, like children's playground mats. You just can clip them in wherever you want, whatever shape you would like to achieve. And I know this is what comes out of the pack, and that is all I have. And it is a little bit tight on the side, size wise, but I hope I can get away with it. Right, so now the towel has nearly all of my water, and the good news is, because today is Saturday afternoon in the shop, so I hope that in a minute I will be able to lock the door and leave this one on the floor in the shop, and nobody will trip over it, and it will work nicely. And as you can see, what I'm trying to do now, while the shawl is nice and damp, is to make the shape I would like to have in a finished project. So because once you pin it down and once it dries, that's when the shape will stay like you have put it down or pinned it down. So you need to be reasonably precise and reasonably accurate with your pinning down. Right, and as you can see, I'm a bit there and there, I'm a bit short, so I will need to do something about it, but I don't know how. And there we have customers coming. Interaction with customers, or when they kind of interrupt the video, I think the video filming always makes them come in. But anyway, we are back to the shawl, and as I was trying to kind of accommodate all the size of the shawl on the amount of pads I have, and I don't think it will ever happen, but what I'm trying to do now is to make the shape exactly how I would like to have it when it's dry. And I will start to pin it down. If I can open this little box up, which I can, and I will start the pinning. I always find easier is like you start with the point, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying not to pin too hard, because under here is my nice blanket and a very nice table, so I don't want the pin to go through everything. And there we go, and there is another center line. So my center line now is pinned, and now I can start to kind of adjust. And I think what I will do, I will just put, purely because I don't have enough space for the wingspan of the shawl, I will just pin it here, gently here, and do same on another side. And you can put as many pins as you like, or as you feel you need. The only thing to remember is, if you're really trying to stretch out your shawl, right, and you stretch it out, and you put a pin in there, oops, didn't mean to catch my knitting, like that, what will happen when it's dry, you will have that kind of shape on the edge. So basically that is shortly it for the blocking. So that's the scary part done, right? So that's all it is, all you need to do with your blocking. And there will be a second part of this video coming soon, and yeah, in the second part I will take it off, hopefully it will be on Tuesday, I will take it off the pads. I hope the shawl will be dry, and you will see the difference it makes between blocking and not blocked item you saw on the beginning of this video. And in a second video, second part, I will show you as well the finishing touches, like little tassels or little pom-poms I would like to add on. And do not forget, of course, if you like it, give us thumbs up, or if you don't like it, tell us why, And of course subscribe to get the first notifications with the new videos coming out, and see you all soon.